The High Court says Congress, not individual states, should determine if a presidential candidate is ineligible. Their ruling applies to all states, including Colorado and Maine. Now, voters in Colorado and Maine will cast their ballots on Super Tuesday.
I'm glad to hear that they made the decision that he will remain on the ballot, and I'm glad to hear that it was unanimous. It should be. You know, to have him taken off the ballot, or to have anyone taken off the ballot before they have been tried and found guilty, I think would have been the wrong thing to do. So I applaud this ruling by the Supreme Court. I think it's the right ruling, and I'm glad to see it.
That was Representative Buddy Carter reacting to the Supreme Court ruling, allowing Trump to stay on the presidential ballot in Colorado. Now, WSAV's Christine Quayle sat down with him today to talk about not just Trump, but a variety of other issues that are important to Georgia voters. She joins us now with what he had to say.
Yes, Edward, ahead of the Georgia primaries next week, I wanted to drill down into some of these issues that matter most to the state's voters. I asked Representative Carter what he thinks will bring people out to the polls. I also put that question directly to Georgia voters. Here's how the response is compared to the congressman's. What are the issues that people are really voting on this time around?
Well, you know, we always say people vote with their pocketbooks, and I think the economy is going to be a big part of it, and the border. So those two issues, I think, will be the main issues that people are looking at as they go to vote this time.
So are there any issues specifically that are motivating you to come out and vote on March 12th in the primary?
Yes, definitely the economy with the high inflation rates that we've seen over the past couple of years.
The only thing I'm really big on is just like queer advocacy and rights for queer people. I know there's a lot of that going on right now in the South.
I think women's choice is going to bring me out to vote for certain people. I fully believe that women should have the ability to make choices for themselves.
So as you can see, there were a couple different answers there, some related to issues I discussed with Representative Carter and others entirely separate. However, no matter who Georgia voters decide to support in the primary, focus will also be on election procedures, with former President Donald Trump making unfounded claims of voter fraud in Georgia's 2020 presidential election. Representatives in the State House have introduced several pieces of legislation that they say will secure the voting process. When I asked Representative Carter if he believes Trump will accept the results of Georgia's general election this November, no matter the outcome, he said he couldn't speak to what the former president would or wouldn't do. Christine Quayle, WSAV News 3.